Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
Is Daniel Jones a good quarterback? That's what we all want to know. After a horrible week one game where we were here breaking down the film and just showing how awful it was, how not confident he was, it was just very difficult to watch. And then week two, solid game, 2 touchdowns, gets the ball to Malik Neighbors a million times, does his thing. So after these first two games, you're thinking, okay, he had a horrible game against maybe a good defense. Maybe we're thinking Brian Flores is someone who just, got that defense to being a good defense. But against the Washington Commanders, he had an okay game. So we're thinking, okay, he's still probably bad. He's still probably going to be same old Daniel Jones that we saw last year, who threw, I think, 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions before he got hurt. He comes into this Browns game. The team is down after fumbling a kickoff, giving up a 30-yard touchdown to Amari Cooper down the left sideline on the first play from scrimmage. Everybody is expecting Daniel Jones to come out here and crumble, and he didn't crumble. That's what I took away from this, is he did not crumble. He was 24 for 34, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he avoided a lot of sacks. He got sacked twice, but he avoided a lot of sacks. And one thing I want to talk about is how well he avoided pressure, how well he stayed calm when things did not go well. That's Daniel Jones' biggest problem, is panicking when things don't go well. And yesterday, he simply did not panic. So on this first play, you're going to see him maneuver around the pocket, do a great job maneuvering around the pocket, and completing a nice throw here to Wan'Dale Robinson on the run. Let's take a second look. Calling things at the line of scrimmage, sending Wan'Dale in motion, and you're going to see the instant pressure come from Myles Garrett. Andrew Thomas had his hands full, and you get a completion there. Take a look here. In the red zone, Malik Neighbors is at the top of your screen. He's going to run it out. Wan'Dale Robinson is going to be working the inside, and Daniel Jones was scared to throw these throws in week one. He lets it rip here with no hesitation. And a lot of people say, Daniel can't throw it right there because this linebacker is going to jump over and intercept this. Well, guess what? If you play decisive football, you're going to move the football because there are wide open gaps all over the field that you have to take advantage of as the quarterback of your football team. And you see when the ball is thrown decisive here? When the ball is thrown decisive here, he's able to run after the catch. How many times did we see Wan'Dale running after the catch yesterday? Poetry in motion. Great quarterback play. Take a look here. Nothing much to talk about, but we get a bad snap here. Watch what Daniel Jones does. Bad snap comes. He calmly gets the ball, throws it away. He didn't try to throw it downfield. He didn't try to force it to somebody when he picked this up. He didn't try to see, maybe I throw this to Malik Neighbors here and give this guy an opportunity to intercept this and go back down the other way. He did not try to force it anywhere. He didn't fumble it. He didn't just take the sack. He made the right play, threw it away. Check it out here. Daniel Jones is going to be under pressure. He's running this play action. And Devin Singletary is his check down. And he is getting hit as he's throwing this, but he delivers it on time and on target, and we get positive yards. This is the difference between an offense that can't cross the 50-yard line and an offense that moves the chains no matter what the defense is doing. Now take a look at Malik Neighbors running this out route here to the corner of the end zone. And just watch Daniel Jones here under pressure. Myles Garrett again had a day against Andrew Thomas, but it didn't matter because he had a decisive quarterback behind him. How many times has Andrew Thomas saved Daniel Jones? This time it was time for Daniel Jones to save Andrew Thomas, and he delivers a strike, a beautiful ball to the outside to Malik Neighbors. And of course, Malik Neighbors does the rest here. But take a look at the shot that Daniel Jones takes here. Take a look at the shot that Myles Garrett puts on Daniel Jones here. That's how you play quarterback. Take a look at your quarterback again here. 3 wide receiver set. Malik Nabers is going to be at the top of your screen. He's going to run a stop route here at the first down marker. Now, this ball doesn't get caught, but take a look at your quarterback and take a look at the ball he delivers. That gives Malik Nabers a chance to catch it. He just wasn't able to come up with it. But take a look at the shot that he takes again. The Browns are going to get a free rusher on Daniel Jones. I think it's this slot corner that's going to crash down and get a free hit on Daniel Jones. And because this free man is coming, this is the only time in this game that Daniel Jones panicked and he threw an interception. Luckily, it came back. Luckily, we got it back because of a roughing the passer penalty. But this was not a good decision by Daniel Jones. Take a look here. Cornerback is free. And you got an interception. Now, I was thinking maybe Theo Johnson may have done the wrong thing. Maybe Theo Johnson ran the wrong route on an option route. Maybe they were on different pages. But when you take a look here, Theo Johnson, if this is an option route and Theo didn't just run the wrong route, then Theo made the right decision because this defender has outside leverage on him. So Daniel Jones is supposed to place this football right on to Theo Johnson. He should be able to catch this standing right where he is, and he doesn't. He throws it as if Theo Johnson is running an out route, and it gets intercepted. So, maybe he was supposed to run an out route, but we'll never know. But if it was that he was supposed to, be running an option route, Theo Johnson made the right read, and Daniel Jones under pressure made the wrong read. Now, Daniel Jones also had some throws that were just really confusing to me. So he's going to get this play action shot to Jalen Hyatt. And I'm thinking that Hyatt probably, if you place this ball out a little bit further to the left, I think that Hyatt has a shot at maybe going up and contesting for that. But the ball is just way overthrown. Just way overthrown. So I don't know if Dable just says just throw it deep to Hyatt no matter what. And it doesn't even have to be complete, just make them respect it. But he had a clean pocket, got to step into that throw, and it's just overshot. All right, so let's take a look at Malik Nabers in the slot. This is a Daniel Jones video, but let's take a sneak peek for what we're going to see in the Malik Nabers video. Take a look at Malik Nabers in your top slot. For all the folks that aren't sure, Malik Nabers is your player right here on the screen. He's going to hit a nice two-step. He's going to hit a pop, and then he's going to get straight up this slot. And this should be a touchdown. This is a beautiful release. Beautiful release. And Daniel just misses him. Just misses him. We have to hit these. If this is hitting stride, this is a touchdown. We got to hit these. We got to. Well, let's see. What is that? 3 yards too far? Just a yard or two too far. But those have to be completed. And this is what Malik Nabers diving. Hit him in stride, and you got yourself a touchdown, Daniel. And you got your third touchdown of the game. And people are singing your praises. Folks are jumping off of the hate bandwagon onto the Daniel Jones hype train if you're throwing your third touchdown right here. And it's overthrown. It brings us back to earth and says maybe he's not the guy. All right, here on this RPO, sort of a play action RPO kind of situation. RPO looks blocked up pretty nice if he hands this off. But either way, Theo Johnson is faking this block here. Theo Johnson is big 84. A man that's standing beside an offensive tackle, but still looks like he can go to toe-to-toe with an offensive defensive lineman. But he's going to run this fade here. And he's going to be as open as you would possibly want him to be on this play. And there's just too much on the ball. There's just too much on it. So one theory could be that Daniel Jones is affected by this rusher right here. Maybe he even touches him. I can't tell if he affected the throw by touching him or not. But that could be one theory. Another theory is I think he just overthrew it. Because it looks like there's decent touch on the ball. It looks like it has a nice arc here. Let's let it play. But it's just a little bit too far. All right, this next play. Listen, I don't blame Daniel Jones really for this play. It's really a Wan'Dale Robinson is a small receiver, and all your throws have to be like perfect, or else you're out of his catch radius. And that is unfortunate because he's really talented. He cannot control his height and his wingspan, but really unfortunate here because I think this is a good rep from Daniel. Taking a look at it from this angle, watch it. Nice base here. He's got 2 free rushers pretty much coming at him, and he throws what I think of is a strike. Now, he gets both hands on it. Wan'Dale Robinson gets both hands on it, but it's just all the way at the edge of his catch radius, and he can't bring it in. And it's one of those plays where you can't be mad at Wan'Dale Robinson, and you can't be mad at Daniel Jones. I think this is a strike. And honestly, if Daniel Jones throws this, an inch to the left or 2 inches to the left, Wan'Dale may catch this and score. He may catch this and score. And that is the game of football, people. That's why we love the game of football, because if something was done an inch to the left or inch to the right, you could have a difference between a touchdown and a punt, touchdown and a long field goal. And that is really unfortunate, folks. Wan'Dale is just a short receiver. And this, to me, it's nothing really to talk about here. Here on this play, he's going to hit Malik Nabers on a slant. A nice tight window, nice throw, and nice job to catch it by Malik Nabers in between 2 defenders. But Daniel Jones has a history of throwing the slant extremely accurate, and he looks like he's getting that touchback. All right, so we blame Brian Daboll every time these quarterback draws don't work, and we love the plays anytime they work. So who knows if they're bad or good play calls. But here we got a quarterback draw. Daniel Jones is going to take this snap. He's going to get directly upfield. And he makes a nice run. Makes a couple guys miss. Makes a one guy miss here. And picks up some nice yards in the red zone. A good weapon to have right in this edge of the red zone to be able to get closer in. All right, so this is another play that people may look at and say, Daniel Jones, what are you doing? Why would you throw that? Understandable, because there's 2 points to this, and I'm going to get to both. So take a look at Daniel Jones. He's going to run this play action here. I have no idea. I'm not a fan of this play by Brian Daboll of bringing the quarterback farther backwards, this close to the goal line. But the play design actually works pretty well. Except we get a free rusher here. Daniel's not able to really set his feet here, and he ends up getting his hand hit. So once Daniel gets his hand hit, you got a free man. You got Theo Johnson running this wheel route here, who's ready to go up the sideline and make some noise. And he's got some nice athleticism at tight end. So this may be a 40 plus yard play. Daniel's not able to really set his feet because of the pressure. He gets his arm hit and it's short. And people are thinking he's forcing it to Malik Nabers. But this ball he's trying to get this ball to Theo Johnson. Theo Johnson is wide open at this point. He's trying to get it there. It's just his arm gets hit. And the ball ends up going to Malik Nabers, who does a great job playing DB and swatting it down. Just in case you don't believe me, you're going to see his arm get hit right here. He is definitely targeting a tight end that's open deep. Just gets that elbow hit. All right, so Andrew Thomas here against Myles Garrett. Andrew Thomas is going to lose this rep. Daniel Jones is back there by himself. He's going to target Malik Nabers in the slot. You're going to see Malik Nabers in the bottom slot here. And he's going to hit Malik Nabers here on this 3rd and 5. Under pressure. Myles Garrett breathing down his neck. Malik Nabers is right here where you see the 5-0 at the bottom of your screen. He's going to catch that. And that's the difference between a first down and a punt. Your quarterback being willing and decisive to make the throw, to trust himself. This is what you need every single play. All right, so let's see something for the folks that say that Daniel Jones is a one-read quarterback. Kind of agree with that, but let's just look at it. He's going to look here. This is where his tunnel is. He's looking here all the way. So let's let this play a little bit. And then he's going to come off of it. and beat this linebacker with his eyes and throw a strike in the back of the end zone to Malik Neighbors. This is what we're talking about. This is what we want. This is the Daniel Jones we saw as a rookie. This is the Daniel Jones we saw in 2022 that would look off of these linebackers and safeties and throw strikes in the red zone. This is what we need. If we can get this Daniel Jones on a consistent basis, we don't need a quarterback. All right, folks, I'll keep this outro short and sweet. Is Daniel Jones a franchise quarterback? Is Daniel Jones good? Well, the answer is probably not good enough. He's probably not going to be good enough. He put up a half of really great football, a second half of solid football, but he's going to have to put up more and more games of really, really good football and win some games for the Giants to not want to go out and replace him in this upcoming draft. I think his best shot is the Giants say, we have above league average play, and we're just going to ride out this year, and we're going to try to get Arch Manning. But other than that, I don't see him being good enough over a sustained period of time to be able to come out and be the quarterback next year. So you all let me know what you think of Daniel Jones. He's got 2 games back-to-back with 2 touchdowns. The first time he's done that in a very long time. So you all let me know what you're thinking.